Alright, hey, hello everyone, it's Mystic Juicer. I'm gonna play some Slay the Spire. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I just want to play this neat little roguelike game. I believe it's still on Steam Early Access at the moment. It should be coming out fairly shortly. You can purchase it, I think, for like 15 bucks. Not being sponsored by it in any way. Just a friend of mine, Dan, you may remember from some of the Codex videos I've made. Recommended me the game. He knows I like deck builders. He knows I like roguelike deck builders in particular. And this one's a pretty great example of it. It's a lot of fun to play. So, not feeling particularly high energy. So, we're going to play a chill little deck builder about crushing monsters and building good decks and stuff. Alright, kick it off. So I got two classes to choose from. I really like the soldier type class. If you've watched my Yomi videos, obviously you know I like the big bodies. So you've got 80 hit points, start with 99 gold, and your special ability is at the end of each combat you heal 6 hit points. So you've got a bit more survivability than the other character, and obviously they have completely different deck types and deck cards that you get to use. So go ahead and start the Ironclad. Okay, so we get to choose our route, one of 3 starting points. Then you've got these various different encounters you can have. So normal combat encounters, events, random good or bad events, shops where you can cash in your money for an assortment of cards and different relics and potions and stuff. We'll get to those. Then you've usually got like a layer of elites that you can encounter. They're randomly dispersed, so you can get, you can minimize your encounter with elites, you can maximize your encounters with elites. Elites give you relics in addition to chance at a card. The campsites, the rest sites, will let you either upgrade a card in your deck or recover a percentage of your hit points. I think it's 20% of your hit points. And then there's different relics that modify stuff like that. And then you've got a layer of chests, so you will always encounter a chest on your way to the boss. And those contain, I think it's a relic or a choice of a relic. No, it's one relic. Then you continue on. That's basically it until you get to the end and you've got a boss. You've got 3 different levels, each one culminating in a boss fight. You've got a random assortment of bosses. So basically build the best deck you can out of the cards you get off of monsters and elites. And yeah, climb 3 spires and beat the final boss at the top of the spire. So with that out of the way, let's figure out which route we're going to take. So we want to probably minimize our encounters with shops early on because we don't really have money to spend on relics. And maximizing our opportunity to hit relics is a good thing. On the other hand, if we encounter a shop, it's basically no encounter, so it's like a free, skip ahead, like a free spot. We definitely want to hit an elite. This is kind of a lot of encounters before we hit the elite. We could maybe do that. This gives us a shot at an elite, and if not, we can hit this and then heal up before we hit one. And if we're doing really well, we can go for 2 in a row. So that seems good. So it's like, do we want 3 encounters or an encounter and a random one before we start? So I think I'll start on this path. Yeah, so enemies have hit points, you've got hit points, you draw 5 cards a turn. You got your discard pile, which you can always look at. You got your deck, which you can always look at. These are randomly dispersed, or they're presented in alphabetical order, so these are not it's not the order you're going to draw your cards in. In this case, we're going to draw 5 cards, so we're obviously going to draw this. There's different stuff you can do, which we'll get to. So I'm taking, you can also see the intent of your enemy, as well as whatever effects they have underneath them. So, it's going to attack me for 6, this one's going to attack me for 5, so I'm going to take 11 damage. Every combat encounter I'm going to heal 6, so I don't necessarily need to heal for both of these. But since I want to hit 2 elites, I want to minimize the amount of damage I'm taking. I'll just go ahead and hit. that curl up effect triggers. So now any block that or any damage I would deal would affect this block and would not reduce hit points. At the end of every turn, your block disappears. Okay, so this enemy is going to use a buff. I can kill and then heal up. Or I can, because he's not going to attack this turn, don't really need to kill on this turn, I can just do this. And then try to go for a one cycle on the next draw. If I draw a bash and a strike, I can kill both of them. If I draw 3 strikes, I can kill both. Nice. Okay. So full heal, that's what we want to do. Ooh, ancient potion. Oh, I've never seen that before. Cool, okay. So artifact negates the next debuff, so you can use this preemptively to prevent a debuff from affecting you. We get some money and we get a chance at a card. So generally what you want to do in your deck building is just pick the cards, like once you start picking in a certain direction, you want to continue in that direction. You want to really focus your deck towards a particular combo or something. So this doesn't really do anything for us, and it's not going to do anything for us if we don't draw a card, or if we don't encounter cards that pay in terms of hit points. Even if we do, there's better ways of getting strength. So I'm not really interested in that. Heavy Blade can be nice. Right now it's not all that great, but every point of strength gives it +3 damage rather than 1 free damage. So that's kind of interesting. Body Slam, I think, is the thing I'm going to go for. It turns your blocks into damage. That seems pretty nice. Yeah, I'll go for that. We didn't encounter a particularly deck-defining card on that opener there. So we're still kind of casting around looking for a direction for our deck. Okay, so we can trade some hit points for money. Money seems pretty good. And we can possibly gain some hit points, but again, yeah, 11 hit points is not all that much. Again, I really want to encounter that guy. Possibly encounter 2 in a row, if I'm able to. Oh, I can always encounter 2 this way. Maybe hit points aren't that important. Yeah, sure, I'll gain gold. 75 gold is a lot. That last combat encounter was 10, so we're not getting a ton of money from defeating mans, as it were. Okay, I'm going to... So I'm guaranteed to draw another strike on the next turn. I'm going to hit this guy once, then prevent the damage, and then go after this guy, rather than kill, because I only had the 2 strikes. So I can kill this guy to prevent all damage, but then I don't end up using the last of my energy. I just use it on block, which disappears. This guy's debuffing me, he's not dealing damage, so not really worth it. I'll leave it at that. Ooh, that's an unfortunate draw. Yeah, because we drew 3 of our 4 blocks. Alright, well, we'll definitely kill this guy. Then it's a question of... we want to deal 8. Or sorry, yeah, do we want to deal 8 or do we want to deal 6? 6 puts him at 18, and then the strikes, this will wear off, and the strikes will deal 9. So they'll deal 50% more, they're usually 6. That's a guaranteed 2 cycle if we draw 2 strikes. If we deal 8, use them at 16, we need to draw more. Yeah, this is the way. We take 10 damage here, but we had no way of preventing it. Alright, good stuff. Okay, armaments is a little tempting. It's a bunch of free upgrades. It's basically a block with upside. We can just get another body slam and then start going hard into stuff that gives us block. Right now, these aren't great. It does let us go hard on block, though. Start getting strikes out of our deck, maybe. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2. 65 hit points should be enough. The first elites aren't that horrifying. Alright, I still want to try to maximize my amount of healing, so I'll take 1 this cycle. Okay, awesome. We get 3 damage here. $19's kind of an awkward. 25's an awkward number. 2 blocks. Ugh. Pretty wretched. $12 and $9. Not gonna be. Yeah, so we had no way of killing that turn. Sucks. I'll take 10 here. Not much for that healing plan. At least we kill. Okay, draw 3 cards is good. Ooh. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But it does cost 2. Doesn't really match with our block-based game plan. Headbutt lets us play some shenanigans. Put some stuff from our discard back in our deck. We draw it on the next draw, so that's pretty cool, generally. Gaining strength is just good. No matter what, it's just generally good. Let's go with Headbutt. I still want to try to build a kind of block deck. Well, let's go with Headbutt. And that right now we can at least put blocks back up into our next draw, since we're kind of thin on the ground in terms of gaining block. Okay, we're at 60 hit points. Still should be fine. Ugh, really wish I had an AoE here. Okay, 2 strikes lets us kill here. Ah, here's a better sequence though. Do this. We've got enough block to be able to kill. Now we don't take any damage. Ugh, these guys suck. So weakened, yeah, we just deal much less damage. Alright, what do we got? We've got 1 block on the next turn. I think I would like to, let's see, it's going to be, we can deal 10. But we're definitely doing this. 10 lets us kill this guy, reduce the damage a little bit. It's fine. Put the block on top. Now we have 10 damage with the body slam if we need it. Right. Make 8. Okay, we have 6 plus 50. Yeah, so 6 and 6 can kill this guy, but doesn't prevent damage. So we're going to get weakened again next turn. If we gain 10, we deal 7 with this. But we prevent all the damage, so I'll do that. Yep. So who do we want to kill? This guy. Yeah, if we deal 7 here, if we draw the headbutt, we have a kill. It'll deal exactly 6. Wow. Wow. Wrecked. We can prevent 5. We could draw. I don't really want to draw, but ugh. All right. Taking some hurt. So I'll probably end up going around the left-hand side to hit the second elite. 9 is just shy here, but this not going to affect us. So what I'm going to do is I'll defend once so I can headbutt here to get the defend back up, because I've got the other 2 kind of uselessly sitting around in my hand. And I might as well kill this guy off. There we go. We got there. Took 10 damage on that cycle. Ooh, this is exciting, but we don't have the block for it yet. We can... This is way more immediately useful, but this is a rare card. We've got rare, uncommon, common. With the gold, blue, gray borders. So we're not picking this. This potentially makes a very interesting deck. But I think the Iron Wave is much more useful right now. Just hope we draw something interesting later. 50 hit points is enough. We'll go for it. Okay. So and go ahead and drink this to prevent one of these debuffs. Then we'll just go all in on damage. The issue with these guys is if we try to bash them and apply vulnerable, they're going to cancel that. The first, you know, they got a certain counter of debuff cancels. So it's just 8 damage this turn, but we're going to cycle into it a couple of times, but we're probably not going to use bash. So I'm going to go ahead and just strike twice. Hope we draw into some good damage. Oh, it doesn't even cancel? Oh god. Sucks. I think that's all these guys do, too, so that was a useless potion. Crap. Alright, well, might as well body slam so we can attack while building armor. Nice, now we can attack while let's see. Go hard on damage. Do this for sure. Then defend body slam, we kill. Yeah, I don't really want to. I've already got like a ton of dazes in here. I want to kill as quickly as possible, try to reduce that. Yeah, let's do it. You know, so these dazes are going to gum up her hand. Luckily, they're a minor, they're a first level boss, so they're ethereal. So at the end of the turn, if it's not played, if it's still in your hand, it gets removed from your deck. So they're at least only going to cycle the once. All right. Well, I don't want to take full amount of that damage, and 8 is higher than 6. Alright, reasonable draw. Could be worse. Still reasonable draws. Okay, we can kill. Nice. Alright, we're not doing too badly. We should be able to kill before we redraw. Maybe? Hopefully. Taking a lot of damage, but we're gonna go and rest up after this. Right, what have I got in here? Anything useful? Take a strike. We could take a body slam because we do have a iron wave, which we have pretty good odds of drawing into. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Do that. Nice. Okay. Took a bit of hurt. Ooh, nice. We get a free mulligan. Pretty good. Apply weakness. Ooh, okay. Cleave is handy. There's a better AoE, but we don't have an AoE yet, so that seems alright. Dual wield could be pretty cool. Good attacker powers for the build, the armor build we're going? Probably. But it's not immediately super useful. Let's see, what are we hitting soon? Mystery. Then we're gonna... Gotta regain hit points here, unless we get really lucky with the mystery. We're not going to have an upgraded version of any of this. I'll I'll take the dual wield. Let's go for a big combo of some kind. Okay, so this is nice. We can Molly for another block or an iron wave. Go ahead and go whole hog on that. Nice. We could dual wield the Iron Wave and Iron Wave twice, which I think is what I'm going to do. It steel deals 10, but also prevents damage, so that's nice too. Next turn he's probably going to defend, so we need to pile on. Oh no, okay. Nice. These guys can be a real pain in the neck. They have, I guess, a chance of either going aggressive one more turn or blocking up and then disappearing with all the money they've stolen. So having blocks or having body slams and iron waves is really handy there. It lets us protect ourselves while also, so conserve our hit points while also applying damage. Get the money back, we get a strength potion. There we go, that's the AoE we're looking for. It'll be very handy. But 40 hit points, and then no rests. I'm not going to go that way. Okay, 30%, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty conservative when it comes to these games. I tend to really, really prioritize having high hit points, which is why this class I much prefer to the second one, because they don't have a built-in hit point regenerator. Right, relic. Additional 15 hit points when you rest. Nice. Sweet. It's gonna let us take a whole much more beatings we ordinarily would. Okay, so we've got another chance. We're gonna take this elite because we're at good hit points right now, so we might as well. And then depending on how things go, we'll make a decision on the next one. We're gonna go for a third elite. Okay, so we want to pile on as much damage as possible. This seems reasonable. Gives us 8 plus 9, 17. I guess we can toss this back in. Oh, that's right, it goes into your discard instead. Ah. It's too bad, I drew 2 body slams. Alright, take it. Definitely going to use this weakness potion here. And then we'll dual wield the Iron Wave. Or what have we got? We've got 3 defense and 2 strikes. No, okay, here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to Iron Wave, bend, and headbutt a body slam back in. Nice, that's what we were looking for. Let's just do fairly good damage while also, again, conserving hit points. Now we want to pile on the damage. We could have done worse than that draw. 17 damage is pretty good. Okay, have anything good? We have an Iron Wave we could headbutt back on. I think I like the idea of that. Yeah, so we'll bash and headbutt and just take a whole bunch of damage this turn in the hopes that we can close it out in the next 2 turns. Okay, so this is 6 3 times. As opposed to 4 plus 4 plus 5. Ugh. Six, 9. Guarantee the kill on the next turn. What is, yeah, so 4 plus 4. Or I guess it's 4 and 3, ew. Yeah, let's go for, let's see, 18, leaves him at 17. That's still an awful lot of damage to try to do. Go ahead and drink this. At least guarantee the kill on the next turn. I don't think we're going to go for that second elite. Oh, okay. Bit overkill, unfortunately. Adding cards to your deck, gain 2 hit points instead. Ooh. Kinda nice. Okay, draw a card. Place a card from your time. That's pretty good. Draw is good. You write 16 cards. Lets us swap cards off the top of our deck. Is it better than 2 hit points? Probably. Oh man, we've got to go for that second elite anyway. Yeah, in that case we are going to take that. Nice. Absolutely. Thank you, Cleric. So these are equivalent paths. We encounter 2 question marks, 2 guys. I think I'll take this. Can't do that. Upgrading 2 random cards doesn't really... I don't know. It's nice, but it's not awesome. Okay, 3 attacks. I definitely want to go for a shield. Ow! Never mind. Thanks for watching. It's been great. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, God. Of course. Oh, my God. So embarrassing. Don't play card games tired, kids. Ugh. We're probably going to die on this next elite. Yeah, we are very likely to die on this next elite. Oh, that's handy. That's really handy. Do that. Sweet. Yeah, I'll take another war cry. These guys again. Okay, Whirlwind. First turn Whirlwind. Damn it. I guess we could go for... This is 0 damage. This represents taking 0 damage. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get better than that. Sure. Try to kill the weakest guy first. War cry. I have a good play this turn, so I'm definitely defending. And then strike once, because we're nearly guaranteed to get the whirlwind. So we've got a 5 out of 8 chance. I guess near guaranteed is overstating it a little. Yeah. Okay. Block. Deal 8. Actually, yeah, with the potion we can guarantee the draw. There we go. The 2 strikes and a body slam. Sweet. Drawing the body slam there would have been bad. Although I guess at that point we just don't put either of them back. Lack of defensive options is killing me. Alright, we take the defend. And then $10 damage. Or 11 damage, I guess. Oh my god, 5 hit points. Oh god. Okay, no, this is ridiculous. Let's draw 3. Okay, well at least we get that many dazes out of our deck. Don't quite kill here. Oh, that missed turn, why? Why? Crap. That's it. Oh man, I wasn't expecting my first run to be that bad. Well, that's what happens when you make a really big mistake. Alright. Okay, we're gonna try again. So welcome to the worst performance of of Slay the Spire that I am likely to upload. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Cheers.